Hey everybody, and welcome to The Indie Guy. I'm The Indie Guy, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here to talk to you guys about my review of Yoga Hosers. But before I do, I'd like you guys to subscribe below and give this a thumbs up if you like it, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Indie, I-N-D-I-E, underscore guy. Alright, so let's get into this review. My hair is crazy today. Well, this review is about the Netflix version I saw. I don't know if it's any different than, the versions that people got to see in the theaters. Unfortunately, I did not get to see in the theaters. I did get to see Tusk in the theaters when that came out, and I loved that movie. So I was really excited about Yoga Hosers at first, and then I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, sure if I really want to see this movie or not. But, I'll give it a try. I know it was, made for Kevin Smith's, little girl and her kind of friends, like tweens. So, but I was totally excited to watch it anyway. And give you a little, plot of the movie, and trust me, there's a lot to it. Some I don't want to go into because it kind of spoils the movie, but I am going to say, basically it's about these two girls, both named Colleen, who are in a rock band, and when they're not working at the A to Z, that's EH to ZED, A to Z, which I guess is like A to Z. In Canada and everything, and there's a lot of Canadian jokes involved and stuff. A lot of saying a boot, which I didn't really find that to be. I felt like that was a little bit. There's a little too many Canadian jabs or whatever, and it didn't seem like it was it felt almost like an anti-Canadian movie because. Even though there was a lot of stuff with it being Canadian, it just felt like it was very, anti. But I could be wrong. And that's up to you to decide, I guess. Now, the movie itself, basically the two Colleens working at this convenience store when they want to. So it kind of gave a throwback to Clerks, Kevin Smith's original film. Where, he closed the store. They had the hockey on the roof. Well, they did a band in the, I guess in the back room or whatever. And so there's this other story about, these Nazi guys. And, I mean, it just seemed, I don't know, there was just way too much going on. I felt like there was way too much stuff happening at once. And I felt like that kind of killed the movie a little bit. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he has suggested, if they had just kept with one story, specifically, I think, we both think it would have been a better movie. I think that was the thing, is, Tusk was so strange, but it was, one story. There was a couple other people, but, they all were revolved around this one thing, and then it just felt like, and then the other thing I didn't like is Genesis Rodriguez was in it, and I loved her in Tusk, and she had a great role in that, but I felt like she was underused in Yoga Hosers. I felt like her character in there was just kind of thrown in, oh, well, we don't have a role for you, but we could give you this role or that role. Which one would you prefer? And, she didn't really, it didn't add much to the plot. In fact, if they had taken that scene out, I think most of the stuff would have been fine. I felt like there was a lot of padding for an hour and 27-minute movie. They could have cut it down to an hour and 20-minute thing. It's just, it wasn't it wasn't my kind of thing. But anyway, so trying to think of what else I really enjoyed of it. I don't know. It was one of those movies that had a lot, like I said, a lot going on. I really enjoyed. I even enjoyed Johnny Depp in it because I know in Tusk he was kind of annoying, and there was this really. I think what Kevin did differently in this one was kind of give him small doses and stuff. He didn't give him this huge monologue to do that just And that was my problem with him in Tusk, was he had this huge monologue that really just slowed the movie down immensely. And this time they gave him a lot more, but like in little chunks. So I felt like that was good. I think honestly, it's a movie worth watching. And you can make up your own mind about it and everything. If you're, once again, if it's a tween, like PG-13 type movie, and I know it was having problems with possibly being R-rated, and from what I saw, it was very PG-13. Like there was maybe a couple curse words or something, and even curse words I felt like they could have cut out. That would have just it didn't do anything, didn't add to the movie too. So all in all, I think it was a really good, kind of fun little teen movie. Not something, maybe I'd watch it with some friends if they want to see something silly and goofy, but I would definitely not. And the other thing I didn't like is I was really bummed out by Jay Muse's like a really small cameo. Like I felt like that was honestly like it was like, oh, we don't have a role for you except unless you want to play this like extra role, featured extra role, and have a scene with Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Like that was, something to put on as reel or something, and I was just like, that was just kind of But all in all, I would check it out. I might not ever really see it again, but I would probably own it because I own almost everything Kevin Smith has, and he's a great guy, and I think that this was one of my least favorite of his that he's written and directed, and so I feel like he kind of wanted to do something really silly and do something for his teen daughter, but something to have her star in it with Lily Rose Depp. Both of the Colleens were wonderful in the movie. I mean, they really did hold the movie together. I think there were too many boots, and there were too many like sorry boot that jokes in there that I was just like, after a while, come on, let's move the story along a little bit. But all in all, I thought it was it was fun at times, and then it just kind of, I don't know, after a while I started checking my watch, and I was like, wow, it hasn't even been like an hour, and this movie's kind of already starting to drag a little bit. So, but all in all, you guys should check it out if you want to. If it sounds like something you'd like to see. If it's not something you like to see, just go ahead and skip it. It's just one of those movies. I'm really excited because it's part of like the Canadian North trilogy or something like that, and he's got his Tusk, Yoga Hosers, and then it's going to be Moose Jaws. And that's the one I'm excited about. It's like, it's Jaws with the moose, is what they say. So there's going to be like a Quint and Hooper, and I'm sure the same actors from the first one that were from Tusk and Yoga Hosers are going to also be in Moose Jaws as well. So Justin Long. Oh, that was another thing. All right, last thing I'll say. Justin Long, holy crap, that was like, he had the longest like cameo, and I felt like it was just, I don't know, he was a yoga guy, and a yogi or whatever. He was called like, he made a joke as like Yogi Bear or something like that, and he just and he was getting sued for calling himself that, and I thought that was kind of odd because I don't think that anybody, that those companies would really do that, but whatever. Anyway, the point was that I felt like his part in it was just, blah, honestly. And then the other part I really also didn't like, that I just felt was another like throw in, was Haley Joel Osment. I just wish wish Kevin had written it for these people, like specific scenes, because I felt like they weren't even written for them. They were just kind of like, oh, would you like to play this role? And that's how I felt. Only Kevin knows probably, and maybe the other actors. But anyway, thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. If you did not like the movie or so, please talk about it. Or if you did like the movie, and there are things that you enjoyed about it, please comment below about that as well. So thank you guys so much. I think there's going to be 2 more videos coming out today. I don't know when, but I know there's going to be one about my VHS collection, because I just got some more VHSs today. Wow, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's like a hell of a weekend. But I got a whole bunch of them that I found in my shed, and some really cool ones, and then one I'm missing and I can't find at all, and I'm kind of disappointed, but it's got to be in one of my boxes in my closet or something. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, and share, and let people know about it. Alright, have a good one. Bye.